Khenpo, your voice is not that clear.
And those clear obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering decisively. I raise to let them in the still one surpass, perfect, humble, and the precious Buddhahood. O Mother Sentient Beings, especially these enemies await me, obstacles who harm me, and those obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and the seven hours to let them in the still one surpass, perfect, humble, and the precious Buddhahood. The Lord, the Lord is the Lord is the Torbo Dong Tong Jin Chun Be Bar De Chu Bar Se Ba Tong Ji Je So Se Be Ma Nang Ga Da Nyam De Sen Je Dong Je De Wa Dong De Dong Ara Dang Zher Nyor De Lang Lang Me Bo Yang Do Bar So Be Sang Ju Rung Bu Je Do Bar So. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. From we take refuge in the kind rule Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of Yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Ragas, the darkness, and the Dhamma guardians, possessors of the eye of wisdom. I'm sure I attain the heart of enlightenment. I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dhamma and the likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As pure as Buddhas and blessed enlightenment and the progress of the Bodhisattva's path. I true for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta and applying myself to complete the stage of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent. I take refuge under enlightenment's reach. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I take Buddha order for the sake of all sentient beings. May all Mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be suffered from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in calamity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and faithful mind to all Tathagatas in the 10 directions. Those who have already reached the Tathagata state, those who are reaching it at the present, and those Tathagatas to come. Through the power of Samatha Buddha's prayers, may all Buddhas manifest within in my mind. I posted to them, multiplying my body as many times as the atoms of the earth. In each atom I visualize as many Buddhas as the atoms, surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas. Thus all space is filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I praise all Buddhas through manifesting, chanting, expressing the glory of their qualities. To all Buddhas I make offerings of various pure flowers, flower garlands of music, connoting oils, manifesting the fragrant incense. I make offering to the offering garland and perform the prayer called high as moon meru and orange in the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and most extensive offerings be offered them with the great faithful to all Buddhas. I prostrate to Buddhas and make offering to them following the deeds of great Bodhisattva Samantha. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all Buddhas and the 10 directions of great Bodhisattvas and the practical Buddhas. Those who have entire Aharacha, those who have entire the path of Aharacha and all other beings. I request to all great protectors and the Buddhas to turn the highest level of Dharma as the light dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions and bring them gradually to the enlightened states. I supplicate those Buddhas intending passing to Purandavana to living long for as many eons as the atoms of the earth in order to benefit all beings. Whatever may I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, or this I dedicate. The ground is sprinkled with the scented water and strewed with the flowers. It is adorned with the meadow, the spirit mountain, the four continents, and the sign of the moon. As Buddha fair I offer it, may all sentient beings attain the happiness as the Buddha fares. To the Lama who possesses the three kayas, I offer water in all the sacred offerings. With my body, earth, and all that is visible, please grant me the spirit realization and enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, and confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. Om Guru Namandala Punzamanga Samandra Savar Samaye Aho. I call refuge on the name of the Lord. Your fame provides the 3,000 worlds. You are the way toward Jadara Vidato. I boy the feet of Father Jiki Songo. Continually attain with no one but to you. Compassionate one grant your blessings. Dispel darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unlimited nature of mind. Please turn the will of the Dharma of the two vehicles into the combination according to disposition and likewise in the capacity of sentient beings. His wisdom is abundant like the sun, free of clouds of two worlds, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds the wisdom text at his heart. He has a compassion for all beings who suffering from the darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma through the 60th branch of Haramane speech. He wears the wisdom sword to cast away all suffering and to dispel the darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form is a cure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge. As supplicated Yumno Shiri adorned by the 112 sons of Buddha to dispel darkness of my ignorance. You will go to here on Arabasanademu, 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 Arabasanademu. Om Arabasanademu, 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 Om Wangeshwaram, Om Wangeshwaram. Om Wangeshwaram, Om Wangeshwaram, Om Wangeshwaram, Om Wangeshwaram, Om Wangeshwaram. You who are the perfect, beautiful body, whose flame of wisdom blesses and dispel darkness of all the ignorance, are posted before you and praise to Manjushiri. Yonder Galen Janwai Po Yishe Rome Radamar Jeden Tomo Menzarwan Yambar Yamlo Zanzerdo Dongre Duje Xiaoje Reisen Yenje Medo Leje Bongjamo Zeje Lembo Dobre Jebe Xiaoje Jebe Xiaolo Ge Zanzer Margon the Lord, Chiju, Rambo, Wamo, Rubai, Jerwai, Digombe, Raju, Lama, Namloi, Zorwan, Jija, Yanja, Horande, Song Sanje, Ganja, Moye, Ransen, Jiga, Mokon, Donze, Save, Lame, Java, Sorwande. Good morning, Chashidele everyone. Good evening, good morning.
Khenpo,
Yes.
is there any way you can?
Yes.
Could you adjust your microphone at the center so that there's less echo? I think because of the microphone turned on at the center, and then also on the Zoom. So some of our Sangha said that they hear a slight echo.
I see.
Yeah, so sorry to interrupt.
No, it's good. So anything let me know first before share the teaching. Sometimes I get reporting after finishing teaching, so it's too late.
Yes.
So maybe I'm not using this money pay me home good.
Yes, boss.
Okay. So follow the continue yesterday. Everyone have that instruction yesterday.
It is in the chat, and I'll post it again too.
Oh, it's chat room, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so the teaching Shamatha meditation is chapter 5 from the Stage of Meditation book. So we finished yesterday lots actually. So I'm going to log to where they are. No need, I think they hear the songs. Better we don't use. That's the same, right?
Yeah, but this one less echo.
Okay, then bring here. Sure.
And everybody in the room here can hear you. You can echo. You can talk like this. They can hear you. You should talk.
Continue follow the yesterday. So yesterday we talked Shamatha meditation with the focus object, meditation with focus with breath. So we finished these two sections yesterday. Then each section has also another branches. So I'm going to share with you that first. Then we're going to go to the next section. Yesterday we share, the first mind resting with the object, focus with the object. And then the focus with the object has two sections, two different. And one is focus with the object is a regular object, we using regular object. Another is called we using the focus with a special object. So there have two different objects usually we use when we meditate shamatha. Generally we use always regular object. So why we call regular object is, someone even follow the spiritual. They wanted to meditate, wanted to reduce the thoughts and the emotions. The one who want to have a peaceful mind, and even they don't thinking about the future life. They want only this life, something happy, joy, more relaxed. So Shamatha is provide these teachings for everyone. Someone even no except religion, spiritual. So then that person generally use the regular object. So regular object, yesterday we talked, when you meditate, anything you can see the object in front of you, you can pick up that object, you can mind resting with that object, much ever you can, right? And then also individual level, due to the individual level, using focus of the object is sometimes object needed to close, sometimes focus object needed to far away from you, because due to individual constitution, some has dullness mind. When they meditate, really easy to go for sleep. So if you have that problem, then you use object is always far away from you. So that helps become your mind more clear. If someone has a monkey mind, so much thought going on, so you cannot control your mind, then you use object is more close to you, not too far. Object is more close down the eye, down the nose. That helps you avoid the distractions. So that's then two things, right? Monkey mind and fogginess mind. Which one you have to choose the focus object. If you don't have these two problems, then generally we use the focus object is 3 feet in front of you. Then focus, mind resting with the object. Then yesterday I talked with you all the benefit of shamatha, so we don't have to talk again today. So your mind resting with the object. I told you yesterday, like sometimes people think why we have to do that, because lots like wasting time, right? But you do that, mind resting with the focus with the object. You focus 20, 30 minutes, then you recognize your mind is become calm and relaxed. Peace is come from your inner mind. So that is the quality of the shamatha meditation. So then focus with the breath, the same, focus with the breath. Yesterday I shared with you lots, followed by 4 different level mindful meditation, and then go to more subtle level, shamatha meditation, mind resting with the breath. So today I want to share with you focus object is a special focus object, and another internal mind resting with the mind resting with the mantra. So these two is usually you don't see in the shamatha meditation instructions, but many meditator practitioners, they share their own individual practice, experience. They usually share these two. The two is I'm going to share. First one is today, I'm going to share with you special object. Mind resting with a special object. What is called special object? So special object, we have to use the enlightened beings form body. Yeah, so you can mind resting with Buddha Shakyamuni's image. You can mind resting with the Chinreze or either enlightened beings form body, not just using the regular object. So if you use the special object, then someone must have to have a devotion to the enlightened beings. So without devotion, then whatever you use object is not special object. So devotion, can change to regular object is also special object. So that's why devotion is more important. So someone who has devotion, then they use this special object, and different than you use the regular object. So regular object, when you meditate, your mind is become calm and relaxed. It comes more peaceful, arising in your mind, but not arising, devotion in your heart. So when you use the special object, your mind is calm, peace, same time, the devotion is arising in your mind. So long as the devotion arises, then that is very powerful feeling. The devotion feeling is a positive, powerful feeling. It's remove all our negative feelings. So we have, long as we are stuck, in samsara, or we have this, self-grasping. So due to that, then we have self-grasping is a source, then arise emotions. So emotion result is a suffering. Then we have different kind of sufferings. In this world, we see so many diversity sufferings. So this all diversity suffering is negative feeling. So we use this meditation practice. We have to remove our negative feeling. So how to remove the negative feeling? When you meditate shamatha, so you use the special object. Buddha Shakyamuni, form body, or which yadam deity you have connections, devotions. You use that object image, and then mind resting with that object, meditate. The object is, so you can use that object, mind resting. Same time, you seeing that form body, then due to the Buddha's blessing, this all the connections, naturally you arising devotion, your heart. So then that devotion arising in your mind, that helps purify our negative karma. And also, remove all the negative feelings. So that's why you use a special object, more powerful than regular object. But when you're going to use a special object, you must have to have a devotion. You must have to have follow the spiritual path. So otherwise, if without a devotion, you using the special object also become regular object. Yeah. So when the power of a devotion, then object has more power or blessing. So that's why when you use a special object, we need a devotion to using that. That's the part of the regular. The focus with the mind rests with the object, but we using the special object, and then that is go more deeper level is called generation stage. It's go up to another level meditation, but we're not going to share that today. Just, when you use a special object, you don't need to analyze. Mind resting with just form body, enlightening form body. You don't have to do any other than that, You cannot investigation, getting and use analytical anything. Just mind resting with a special object. That's the branch of, focus with the object. So we have two different focus, mind resting with the object, regular object, special object. Do you understand, right? Okay, then next is, I'm going to share with you the mind resting with the breath. So yesterday we talked that the mind resting with the breath is a lot. Mind resting with the breath, yesterday I shared with you 4 different level mindful meditation, mindful body meditation, mindful feeling meditation, mindful consciousness meditation, mindful phenomena meditation. So 4 different levels of meditation, mindful. This all is just different aspects. Using method is same. Mind resting with your breath at the same time, you watch your body. Your breath, your mind connect with your body. So it's called mindful body meditation. Mindful feeling meditation, support is breath. Then, inhale, exhale, breathing, mind resting with the breath at the same time, you watch your feeling. It's called mindful feeling meditation. And then mindful consciousness meditation, focus with the breath, you watching your crazy mind, checking your mind, what's going on. So you can see yourself. It's called mindful consciousness meditation. Then the last one is mindful phenomena meditation. So mindful phenomena meditation, recognize all nature of phenomena. So how to recognize nature of phenomena? When you breathe in to your body, you recognize your body is compound of phenomena. You look to your body, it's like, it's impermanent. You look to yourself, is I and my is not self is not exist. Then when you breathe out, you're seeing all this object phenomena is the same as delusion, dreaming. So if you does that, then you can release so many problems, sufferings. Everything is, the suffering is based on the I and the self. So you into breathe your body, you really see yourself is not exist. You can release whatever you're holding in your mind, you can release. And exhale, then you see all these phenomena is impermanent, is delusion, same as dreaming. You recognize that all the external, problem you can solve. Then you can release all the external problems. So that's called mindful phenomena meditation. It's very powerful if you use that when you have problem, the difficulty. So then we talked yesterday, another is mindful, 4 different level mindful is finished there. Then we talked Shamatha meditation. So Shamatha meditation, mind resting with the breath, yeah? So Shamatha meditation, mind resting with the breath is not gross level breath. So we have to go into more subtle level, mind resting with the breath. It takes time to get into that level. So first we have to use this mindful meditation, and then you have to use gross level, mind focus with the breath. Then your minds become more settled down, and your mind is more relaxed. Then you can mind resting with the subtle level breath. So subtle level breath, mind resting is you don't really have to inhale and exhale, yeah? So just mind goes like, breathe is like in the truth in your body, movement in inside your body. So you mind resting with that subtle level breath, then you have special, experience, blessing arise. So that takes a really long time to get in that level. Okay, so that's the yesterday we shared these different levels of meditation. Today, in the part of the breath meditation, but it's called another special instruction is Vajrayana tradition with this Shamatha is combined over together, usually used together, this practice. It's Shamatha, but its method is Vajrayana tradition. Okay, so this is followed by the mantra, be with breath. And mantra, we cannot use long mantra. That's why we're using mantras on, ah, hong syllable, only 3 syllables. Om, ah, om. So this 3 syllables we're using. And focus with the breath. Then, sometimes people use this on, ah, hong syllable meditation. The meditate, visualize the color, white on, red or blue home, but we don't have to do that. Okay, so you don't have to think about the syllable, colors, any form bodies. You don't have to think anything. That is like another level. So now I'm going to share with you this Vajrayana and the Shamatha combined together. Using is we don't use the color and the syllable letters, only the song. Okay, only the song. So how to use this one? Oh, it's like you have to chant mentally, and in here focus on your forehead. Yeah. Oh, and focus your forehead. Ah, it's in the throat. Your mind focus with the throat. Om. And exhale. Mind focus with your heart. Om. Then Om again. Om. Bring into your breath, your body and mind resting with your forehead. Because the song is like Om is vibrating into your forehead. And Ah is comes from your throat, yeah? Om is your heart. So Om, Ah, Om. You have to close eye, follow the. No, I'm sharing with you, so I'm demonstration with you. You have to look my hand, okay? Then when you do your self practice, so you have to close your eye. So Om is in here, focus with your forehead. Ah, is breathe into your body, is throat. Om is exhale. Om, Om. Followed by the breath. So, second language with breath, with Om, Ah, Om syllable. So then, that is actually more special method comparing to what we talked, mind resting with the breath. So, Om syllable is representative enlightening beings. Om, your mind resting with Om, that actually you're receiving the enlightening beings' body blessing. Om, purify our body's karma. Is, receiving the enlightening beings' speech blessing, remove our speech negative karma, obstacles. And Home is receiving enlightening beings' mind blessing, and then removing our mind obstacle and the more negative mind, our own negative karma is removed, purifying. So many different mantras. The all mantra is subsumed through these 3 syllables. You can chant different kind of mantra. The mantra you cannot chant without Om Ah Hum syllable. So all mantras Om Ah Hum. These 3 syllables representative Buddha's body, speech, and mind. So Vajrayana teaching usually we talk about all beings Buddha, sentient beings Buddha. But we don't recognize because due to our body obstacle, speech obstacle, mind obstacle, we don't recognize we have become ordinary beings. So that's why using this mantra, purifying our body, speech, mind, negative karma, connect with enlightened beings, body, speech, and mind. So use that mantra, mind, resting with your breathing. You can release all your thoughts and emotions. So when you have so much thoughts going on, then you cannot stop your thoughts. That you try this practice, take little time, but this mantra bring your body, your breath, your mind, 3 of them connecting together. So mantra tied up 3 of them together, cannot go separate. Usually your body, your mind, speech is separate, not together. So in the Vajrayana teaching, usually, the Yadam deity practice, when you lose your mind, body, speech connections, then that time, so you're receiving so much obstacles come into your body, speech, mind, obstacles coming into you. Because you already open door accepting all these obstacles. When you lose your, body, speech, mind, no connections. So it's mind and breath and body, no connections. So that time you lose, your power. So then you receive so much these obstacles. You connecting body, speech, mind, so it's breath, mind, and the body connecting together. So then you have power, yourself. The door is already closed. the negative emotions, obstacles cannot come into your body and the speech mind. Okay, do you understand? So that's why this mantra is very powerful. Then, if you have difficult to go sleep, for sleep, yeah, that time also you use this mantra. Really benefit because, this mantra connect with your bodies and breathe and your mind together. So then you can release all your thoughts. Long as you release thoughts, then your mind become relaxed and peaceful. You can go for sleep very easy. Why we cannot sleep? The reason is because so much thoughts going on, So your body, breathe, mind is no connections. So that's why, we have anxieties and we have sadness feelings and emotion feelings arise all the time because the body, breathe, mind, no connection. Okay, so that's another level method. So you can use that, release your thoughts. Then go to more deeper level. So this also come from, this meditator practitioners, they're sharing their own experience, not really in the Shamatha meditation book you can find. Then another level on Ahong using, this three syllable, release our emotions. So that time we use different. So long when you have strong emotions, then you have to use more deeper level, for three syllable. How to use the deeper level? Om is same. Om is what we did the same. Om is focus forehead, breathe in. Ah is not in the throat, okay? This one is different. Ah is born, bring into your air is drawn to your navel, navel, below the navel, push down air. You have to hold there. You have to focus their mind resting with your under the navel and push down your air is their mind, mentally chanting, focus there, and then you exhale in the heart, home. Okay, so then focus forehead, right? And eyes, like other one we did, eyes focus throat, but this one is pushing down your breath under the navel. So mind resting with the hold there, and then exhale home. So that helps, remove your anger. If you have anger issues, you have to do that practice. But you have to recognize your anger first. We usually don't recognize our own anger. Then, long as you use this, you can remove your anger. You can subdue your anger, okay? You can subdue your emotions. So I can share this like two differences. The first one is release the thought. Second one is release emotions. So first one is a regular on Ahong way meditation, okay? Second one is called special using method on Ahong. Om syllable, home syllable is the same place, but A is not in the throat. Second one, yeah, it's moved to down the navel. So, yeah, do you understand? Yes. Okay, so everyone get? Do you? You all get it, right? So there's two different levels we use in the on Ahong syllable. Then we're going to share today is page yesterday. Shamatha with focus on the breath, how to practice shamatha. Okay, so how to practice shamatha? Shamatha is called shene, peaceful abiding. So Tibetan use she, ne. She is peaceful. Ne means abiding. Not evolved by busy network of thoughts and concepts. So we stop all these busy thoughts, conceptual thoughts. We stop when we meditate shamatha. Shamatha meditation instruction, vipassana meditation instruction is a little bit different. The reason is shamatha is for more focus for the beginners. Vipassana is for more meditator practitioners. So that's why shamatha meditation instruction always talk about we have to stop, we have to stop thoughts and emotions. So we have to put a lot of stop signs. Vipassana meditation, so we don't put stop signs. We put lots of green lights, accepting all the time. So it's a difference, like difference. It's changing, according to the meditator practitioner's level. So that's why these different meditation instructions are not a contradiction, always followed by the individual, the meditator practitioner's level. So that's you have to understand. Otherwise, you can see many contradictions in the meditation instructions. Also, shamatha meditation, sometimes you see the eye is down the nose. Sometimes the shamatha meditation instructions say eye is locked to the front of you, like in the space or something like that. So that's always due to the individuals. Not meditation instruction has a problem. Because this meditation, yesterday I told you, is generally sharing. The individually need specifically guide because due to our individual experience. And in this one, what we're sharing here is all general instruction. Okay, so they individually need specific, sometimes like due to their conditions, constitution. So we have to share some little different. There are no contradiction, but due to the individual level. So then meditation with the reference point, focal object, meditation beyond reference point. Meditation beyond reference focal point. So now is we're going to share no focal point. One is focus concentration, second is relaxation. Focus concentration, more relaxation, two differences here. So these are also, contradictory. Concentration and relax is contradict each other, right? But some need relaxation, some need concentration. It's due to the individuals. So who needs focus concentration? Yeah. So I think we need, right? Because otherwise we're too lost. We're too lost in samsara. We didn't put focus concentration for meditation. So that's why we don't have enough, this stable shamatha meditation practice due to we are too lost. So now we need to focus concentration. Actually, shamatha is more focus for concentration. Vipassana is more focus for relaxation. So if we don't put ourselves as concentration, is effort, then this is samsaric activity or worldly activity run over us. So we never get time to meditate and practice. So that's the reason we need to put more effort. And the concentration means you have to put a very strong focus and sharp mind and create yourself is powerful, you know. Cannot be too loosed. Realization is, you know, mind, body need more relax. No need to put too strong focusing. So there's a more explain here coming, you know. First here, focus concentration, sit with a straight posture. How to like focus concentration is we sharing here is couple different instructions. The first one is sit with a straight posture means like we have to sit correctly your posture. You know, tight up. Your body needed to tight up. Why needed to tight up? Because you get easily fogginess, sleepy, you know, thoughts, emotion run over you. So that's why you need to tight up. Your body need to tight up. Your mind need to tight up. Focus very strong. But that is always incorrect. This time is correct, you know. Because when you have fogginess, sleepy, yeah, and the other thoughts run over you, then you need to tight up. Posture very strong. So otherwise, your worldly habituates come to you, then you just body is like relax and go for sleep. It's incorrect become, yeah. The second is express Sutter breath. What means express Sutter breath? Yes. What is Kazan? Oh, I see. Thank you. Express Sutter breath. I think like we have to breathe X here, you know, like or let go all this the holding something in your mind, and you have to let go that things. Not only, you know, breathing, you anything you holding is have to let go. So you have to do like more focus, concentration means. So you have to do that, you know, beginning first when you go in the meditation. Then let go all the old, you know, breathe into your body is let go. You receiving the fresh air to your body. That makes it become you waking up, you know, because you free from your drowsiness thoughts, yeah, and you can release all your fogginess. Then sharpen your awareness. So sharpen awareness, like you have to really watching your mind. Yeah, it's this part is sharing another instructions, you know, especially in the way of Buddhist. Our Shantideva, when he shared this sharpening your awareness is you're holding something into your cup, you know, full of cup. So you're walking on the road. Someone has a knife in with you, so that says if you split out something come out from your cup, you lose your head. So then what do you do? Like you really focus, right? Sharp your mind. So that kind of we need a sharper mind. Is create a very strong, sharp mind, not let arise thoughts in the emotions. Sharpen your awareness. Resolve not to follow thoughts of three times, past, present, and future. So we actually kind of commitment ourselves. Say, I'm not going to let arise past thoughts, future thoughts, and present thoughts three times. Rest instead of clarity and emptiness. So your mind focus with whatever you breathe or focus with object, then you focus object and breathe, then you see your mind. When you see your mind is clarity and emptiness. So no, you recognize your mind is something, no physical object, but it's clear, empty, very powerful there. So you recognize that. Cut through all movement of thoughts. So we have to cut all our thoughts and emotions. That's why here Shamatha cut through. Right? Other meditation instructions, they don't say cut through. So we say recognize. We have to say liberate our thoughts, emotions. But I say cut through all movement in the thoughts. And whatever arises, you have to cut through, not let arise. So why we have to do this? This is for instructions for especially for beginner who has fogginess mind. Okay, then also if we have problem with this worldly activity, worldly activity run over you all the time, and then you don't get time to meditate, practice. Yeah, so you seeing all the time your worldly things so important, wanted to meditate, but they come up something, oh, I have to go grocery, right? Yesterday I told you, I have to make friend and a phone call or make appointment, something always come, many issues come up when you try to meditate. So then that time you have to use this focus concentration. You have to run over, spiritual power is have to run over negative worldly activity. We have to know, I'm beginning last time until now, this worldly thoughts or emotion, worldly activity run over us, the spiritual practice is very weak, no strong, no powerful. That's why we are stuck in samsara. So now we have to make commitments ourselves. I'm not going to do anything, within 1 hour when you go to meditate. Say like my phone is I'm going to put airplane mode or switch off, turn off, yeah? And then whatever comes, I'm not going to do anything until 1 hour, 2 hours. So you need a commitment to practice meditate. Otherwise, when you meditate, your phone is like, it comes rain and you just watch that, then you already lose your focus. Many people does that, right? So phone is put there, side of you, and you meditate. Then phone is always making noisy and songs. So when noisy song comes, you just mind already lose it. Like your habit, you have to naturally grab your phone, So no any awareness. Then you grab your phone, phone is you get your hand, then you already follow the thoughts. So that's kind of we have problem. So that's why in this instruction, when you're going to meditate, practice, you have to commitment. Stop all this worldly activity. Whatever situation arising, you have to just say, I'm going to stop. You need commitments. 1 hour or 1/2 hour, how long you're going to meditate, practice. Otherwise, you never get time to meditate. So when you meditate, then this obstacle is always come. Because our body, mind has two energies. One is negative energy, one is positive energy. So negative energy is always stronger than positive energy. If you're going to do something positive energy, then negative energies run over you, create obstacles. That's what we call the maras, inner maras, okay? That's why when you meditate, you get so many thoughts arising. Then if you go more deeper level meditate, more emotion also arising. But that's actually very good sign. Your practice is going right direction, right path, but this negative emotion, Mara, try to stop your positive spiritual activity. So that's the reason we need this, create commitment ourselves when you do this spiritual practice. Whatever difficulty, obstacle comes, I'm not going to stop. You need to create yourself commitment. Otherwise, negative always run over us. And negativity, the energy is more powerful than positive energy. So we have to create a more positive energy, spiritual energy is more power than negative energy. So we are spiritual person on regular. The difference is you have spiritual energy is more powerful than negative energy, then we are called spiritual person, you know. Until that, we are ordinary person. We have to know that. Then go to second one here, called realization. When meditating, focus, concentration, and you get restless or grow weary, or when mind gets overstimulated. So this one, you know, like you too tight. When you meditate, you cannot be too tight, cannot be too loose. You know, we have to create a balance actually. But in this instruction is also someone too tight, then we have to put a relaxation. Or to call relaxation is your mind is a monkey mind, so much thoughts going on, distractions. And then your body cannot be too tight. Yeah, mind cannot too sharp, too much, you cannot focus too strong. You need more relax. Your body come more relaxed, your mind relax, focus with the object or focus with the breath, rest in mind. So otherwise you get tired. Then you get more this, you know, he says concentration, and you get restless or grow weary, or when mind gets over stimulated. Relax your body and mind and let your rest naturally. So relax your body and mind, and then resting, you know, we have to, our body minds need balance, relax, not too tight up. So many meditators, when you focus in the object, you know, eyes like too much open, wide, and you get hurt. Body is too tight, you get really tired. So that's why you need more relax. The point is, first preparation part, you need concentration. And you have to do more commitment to yourself. And then you are into the meditation, you need to go more relaxed. Okay? So that's this use concentration, relaxation, bring together. In the meditation, you need more relax. Yeah, before meditation, you too relax. You cannot get in the meditation. That's you have to know. Then within this state, if concepts or emotional poison arise, immediately cut through them. So when you meditate, with thoughts arising, emotion arise. So when these thoughts, emotion arise, immediately cut through them. Yeah, we have to cut through and go back to focus with the breath and rest in mind with the object, whatever you're using. So we have to use our alertness, mind for very strong, you know, sharper, recognizing. So that's why yesterday I shared with you, when you focus with the object is the same as a pillar. You know, our mind is the same as monkey, crazy monkey, yeah? And alertness, mindful is the same as a rope. The rope tied to monkey in the pillar, yeah, on the pillar. Same, you know, we have to hold the crazy mind with the focus with the breath or focus with the object. Not let go any over the place. And if thoughts, emotion arising, right away recognize, go back to focus mind, resting. So this is the shamatha, you know, we not talk about liberating thoughts, emotions. So just cut and go back to focus. Stop these emotions, thoughts. Then meditation beyond reference, focal point. If a subtle background movement of mind occurs, do not try to repress this. Then when you meditate, you know, like you have a subtle background movement, like you subtle background movement is you hear something, your mind like subtle, no gross level thoughts also, subtle level, like thoughts, hard to recognize thoughts. That kind of sometimes come out. Gross level thoughts is easy to recognize, but subtle level thoughts is very hard to recognize. So if subtle background movement, if mind, of course, do not try to repress this, just let it settle into its own state, like just let go, not try to get where, get out that subtle, these thoughts and the subtle, like movement, background movements of your mind. You no need to cut through that. Just let go is better, let go. Recognize and let go. Using little different method. The gross level thoughts, emotion, you have to cut through, yeah? And then subtle level, you just let go and go back to focus. Don't apply any other solution, remove the subtle level, this background movement. Mind, of course, do not try to repress this. Just let it settle into its own state. Then just release its own state, go away. The trick for beginner is to do many sections of short darshan. So this is the method. Method is we are beginner meditator. We cannot create a very long section. So I talked already yesterday this one. We have to create a very many short sections. The reason is, when you meditate, if you don't recognize thoughts, emotions arise, then you sitting, so you all cultivate thoughts, emotions, you're wasting time. Many people does that, I also do that. Because when thoughts comes, don't recognize, sometimes like to follow the thoughts. So, positive thoughts, like happy thoughts comes, you like to follow that. But that is not meditating. Then sometimes like just we don't recognize thoughts, emotion, just follow. Then your body is meditating, sitting, but mind is not there. So meditation means your mind is be with your body together. If your mind is follow the thoughts, then we are not meditating, right? Meditation, the main point is be with the present, not follow the past, not follow the future. So must be present moment. So that's why, breath is very powerful. So you cannot breathe the past, you cannot breathe future. Your breath is always present. That's why your mind be with your breath. Your mind is cannot go past, you cannot go future. It's become present. Then, that's why we using these two things, focus with object and the breath. It's like mind bring to the present. You have to know, actually, this is a first step. Focus with the object, focus with the breath. Is we have to go more deeper level than that. But it's first beginners, without these two, we cannot meditate in the practice because you cannot stop the thoughts and the emotions. So then, even you focus with the object and focus with the breath, still you cannot stop the thoughts, emotion. So now we have to use this method. Many sections of short darshan. So you're going to meditate 1 hour. So yesterday I told you, you create something like 5 minutes, make song something, and then go back to again each 5 minutes, make, how many sections, 16 sections, right? Create 1 hour. Then if that too distraction to you, too short for you, you create 10 minutes. Then you can create 20 minutes. Then you don't need to use any short sections. Just go strictly to the 1 hour. The all is become good, So it's up to us. This helps become, we time is no wasting, is create precious. So it's special method. This method is shared by Pema Sambhava. So Pema Sambhava, he used example, he used example is licking the old house. He said licking old house is old house, but no, we don't have that kind of house here. That's a long time ago old house example. Old house as licking means take drops like wire after once, comes. So that kind of different sections we have to create. Then that licking is never stop. Goes 24 hours. Same, your meditation, he said, don't stop. Just create sections, no stop. And keep going. That's the instruction. Another here says the trap, for the beginners, okay? It's for beginner. Then another, we don't know, the problem is when we meditate, so you are into the meditation, your mind is like really hard to concentration, and you have so much thought going on, and then you think it's, that you don't get any like special connect with meditation practice, then you stop. So if you does that, then we create a bad habituate. So that goes strong and strong, and then you never go back to meditate. So that's why when we pause meditation, we always have to stop. Good timing, perfect time. What is a perfect time is when you meditate. So you're going to meditate 1 hour. So you finish your time 1 hour, and then you have a thoughts like something going on, and don't stop. Still put more effort until you get really good feeling, positive feeling, and the fear is like more calm and joy. Just don't want it to stop, but your time is finished, right? And that kind of create your feeling. Then you do the pause meditation. So that helps you bring back your meditation again. Yeah, so we have to stop meditation. Pause is right, correct time. Otherwise, we create a bad habituate. We have to create a good habituate, When you stop there, when you have good feeling, and then you wanted to come back to meditate. So we know that, we have experience. We go to eat restaurant. If you don't get good food, you don't want to go back that restaurant. Also, you sharing others, oh, this restaurant is no good, because your opinion sharing for others. So same, if you don't get good feeling, you stop there, then you don't want to go back. Okay, you get good feeling, then where you go to eat, you get really good food, then you go back to again, and also you recommend for others, oh, that restaurant is good food, good service, share for others. So we knows what we doing. So same, meditation. We have to use that method. Then this is the last one, I think, meditation beyond reference focal point. So this is the last section. The point is actually this Shamatha has main 3 sections. Focus with the object, focus with the breath, then meditation beyond reference focal point. These 3 different levels. So then each one has, of course, some their, branches. So we already talked many branches there. If you concentration too long, there is a danger of causing agitation and overstimulation. If you relax too long, there is a danger of falling into, what is this one? Okay, so some reasons when we create this PowerPoint is I think skip other one. It's so we have to share the other one first. Okay, other one looks like no here. The last shamatha meditation. So last shamatha meditation, you know, focal object. Why we don't use? Because you know your practice is become good, strong, and then you don't need support. You get more yourself is independent. So that's why you have to let go, focus object. Let go, focus with the breath. Then you just mind be there, present, with awareness, and then you recognize yourself everything clearly. So you don't use any specific focus. Mind just be there, present clearly, and no thoughts, no emotions. You can stay like hours without thoughts. So that is become you reach to the goal, the goal of the shamatha meditation. So our case, we cannot go directly to that state level first. So what we have to do, we have to focus. Yesterday, I think I shared with you. First, is go to the basic level meditation, like mindful meditation. Then focus object, focus with the breath, and then go into this level. Then after no using any reference point, object, just your mind be there and clear, present, peacefully, with awareness. So that section is very similar with Vipassana, but a little different. Vipassana and this last shamatha, many meditators they say confused that level. But actually, big different. Why big difference is the shamatha highest level is just mind is be there, clearly present, but you don't use any object focus, specific anything. You have awareness, recognize clearly. So that is the last shamatha meditation. Then go to the vipassana. You not only mind be with there, but you looking to your own nature. It's a little different. That we're not going to share today. So today is only shamatha. Long as you get in the highest level, the shamatha, your mind be there, present, clear, awareness, no any thoughts, you can stay there really long. Then that is the goal of the shamatha meditation. So also I'm going to share with you then when we meditate these different levels, we never graduate first level, until enlightenment. So that's why each session we have to go back to first beginning to end of the shamatha, the last section. So yesterday I shared with you the 4 different level mindfulness meditation. So you have to apply either one or 4 of them. Then you go to the shamatha, either one or first both. Then you go up to this, no using any object. You just let go breath, focusing. Let go with the focus with the object. Just mind be there, present clearly. So, and they go up to that level, meditate. Each session you do that, then you bring all these practices together. So also I'm going to share with you here is a little different something instruction through this PowerPoint and sharing the screenshot. Okay, what is here is I'm going to share the screen. See, this is the Jigten Sunggung he shares when we meditate. the Jigten Sunggung, he share, 5 parts of Mahamudra. So 5 parts of Mahamudra is included the Shamatha meditation. Jigten Sunggung mentioned about all these 5 parts of Mahamudra has to bring into one section, cannot create separate sections. So usually, generally, they go to separate. Even go to 3-year retreat meditators, like go first step, couple month, then second step, couple month, they go to graduate one by one, go to different levels. But Jigten Sunggu actually mentioned about, we have to bring all this together. This, I'm going to share with you is here is like every day when we meditate, we have to apply this way. Homage to precious enlightened Guru, who is the embodiment of the 3 jivas. When you go to meditate, sit down, we always homage to enlightened beings. And that brings the, like blessing from the enlightened beings. It's saluted, right? It's saluted meditation, heart in a place, or isolated. Okay, so when you go to the meditation, we go to like remote place, heart, our meditation heart in a place, move from puzzles by and the nose. So the person who is to meditate in concentration, that's the, like yesterday I talked, we cannot meditate with like your kids together, right? Your co-workers together, and the busy, nosy friends dancing, party, you cannot meditate practice. So you have to find this, like quiet place yourself. And then if you go to longer time meditate, we have to go to solitary place. But if you go to short time, you have to create your space is like very quiet and it's pleasant for you meditate, no distracting. Then the person who is to meditate in concentration should sit on a soft and comfortable cushion. So sit also, we always have to create a comfortable. Otherwise you get distracting, your leg is pain, your body is pain. You cannot focus, you cannot meditate. Which is slightly higher than the front. So, when you cross leg, you put like cushion, back side is more higher than the front. And assume the 7-point posture of Vairocana. So we already shared that 7-point posture of Vairocana when we're going to meditate. After that, the first thing to do is to take refuge and generate the mind of enlightenment perfectly. So we have to mentally, this all is mentally. You can chant prayers, it's nothing wrong, but you can do everything your mentally. So you mentally take refuge to enlightenment beings. Then they meditate on your body as the Yidam deity and hold a slightly attitude of pride in actually being the Yidam deity. Then you visualize yourself is a Yidam deity. So which Yidam deity you have connections. Today I share like example Buddha Shakyamuni. So you meditate yourself is Buddha Shakyamuni. You get yourself is like kind of connect with a very strong and divine pride. You don't need to think, oh, I'm no Buddha, I'm ordinary. Then your meditation is no pride, no powerful. So that's why you create yourself is in Buddha Shakyamuni, like, you become connect with Buddha Shakyamuni. Visualize, and then your form, your mind is inseparable with Buddha Shakyamuni, and then you meditate yourself is Buddha Shakyamuni, being with Yidam deity. So that that transforming our ordinary form is transforming to the enlightened beings. They meditate on your root guru in the form of Vajradhara in the space in front of you. So we visualize our root guru in front. The form of Vajradhara is Buddha's form body, but essence is the root guru. So you can just think about your root guru directly. The root guru is Vajradhara, means enlightenment. Then you can visualize just directly your guru, but you have to guru visualize. Guru is you have to know, not ordinary person. So it's Buddha Vajradhara, means realizer, and then you get blessed with the guru space in front of you. Thanks. See, visualize ourselves Yadam. Visualize the guru in front of us. With the feeling that he is the embodiment of a Buddha of the 10 directions and the 3 times. Make this supplication with one-pointed devotion, very strong devotion create. The Guru is inseparable with all these 3 times enlightened beings. The precious Guru, please grant your blessing so that the perfect samadhi arise in me. So you mentally and the supplication to Guru, please grant your blessing, so that the perfect samadhi arises in me. This helps remove our obstacles. Please grant your blessing so that I can achieve the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. So we strongly supplication to the Guru. Mentally, you don't have to chant the prayer. You create your own mind and heart. As you thus mentally supplicate, your Guru become delighted with a smiling blossoming on his face. So comes like Guru is laughing, kind of, smiling. He merges into light and dissolves into you. So Guru is become dissolving to your body. And thereby all the blessings of your Guru's body, speech, and mind enter to you. Guru is become into your body, speech, and mind. So you have become inseparable with your own Guru. Having visualized thus, so you visualize thus, sit your mind in equipoise for a short time by sustaining a mental continuum which is clear, empty, and devoid of grasping. Then you go into the samadhi meditation. So then we go to the Shamatha meditation, mindful meditation, Mahamudra meditation, whatever you practice different level meditation. After this Guru, then we have to go to the meditate. So first, take refuge to Guru with create good intention, bodhicitta. That's first step, okay? And homage to the enlightened being. That's first step. Second is we visualize Yadam deity, Buddha Shakyamuni, and Buddha Shakyamuni is become inseparable with our body, speech, mind. That's called Yadam, second. The third is Guru is visualized in front, and we supplicating to the Guru, and then Guru is dissolving to your mind, body, you are becoming inseparable with the Guru, and then you go into the meditate. So that helps remove your obstacles. And we talk about the 5 paths, means first one I told you, refuge with a very strong intention, wanted to benefit others and wanted to help us. So bodhicitta first. Second, Yadam deity, visualize Buddha Shakyamuni, then dissolve to ourselves and we are become same Buddha Shakyamuni. Third is Guru, visualize and dissolve to us. That is the third. Then fourth is this meditation, fourth. Fourth is we have to meditate Shamatha, Vipassana, Mahamudra, any levels meditating. The fourth level. The fifth is then when you finish post meditation, we have to do dedication. So that then bring all these practices together in the one section. Cannot go separate. So then that helps become all the Guru's blessing, create our service, enlightenment, connection, and then go into natural samadhi meditation. So sharing for other beings, dedication, everything is together. All this then practices, bring so many diversity practices, bring into these 5 categories. Everything is subsumed into these 5 categories. You cannot find any other than that. All the practices into these 5 categories. So you practice these 5 different levels, one section, then you practice all the Buddha's teachings. All Buddha's teachings are subsumed into these 5 categories. So that's the, I want to share you there extra for the, this, when we share many different levels of meditation. So we have to bring all this together using this 5-part Mahamudra instruction. So now go to the Shamatha meditation. So we sharing here is this Shamatha meditation we sharing here is different instructions, because due to our individual has different constitutions. So that's why we have to share all these different instructions. Go back to the other one, this chapter 5. We have relaxation and we have concentration, 2 sections. The page, I think, is 25, right? 25 is we finish. Now we go to the page 26. If your concentration too long, see, there's danger of cussing, agitation, and overstimulation. If you relax too long, there is a danger of falling into laxity, dullness, and lethargy. Practice should be tailored to suit individual nature and constitution. So when we meditate, we have to know our own constitution and the situation. Then we have to apply this relaxation or concentration, which one we need, or we need to both together. Yeah. So we have to know what we have to apply. But then if you stay too long, concentration is become tired and you get agitation. Then if you relax too long, also see falling into laxity, dullness, and lethargy. So you can get fogginess. So the point is, when you get fogginess, you have to tighten up and use concentration. You're too overwhelming and so much agitation, so you need to relaxation. You have to more relax. Otherwise, you just need to balance. You don't have to go to either one, We create a balance ourselves. Its practice should be tailored to suit. So the tailor make the cloth. I think is make follow the the balance. Individual nature and constitution is there has also example. I mean the story. The story is during the Buddha Shakyamuni time. So one of student someone shared meditation to that student. That person never get how to meditate because he falling to this either one. He's sometimes too loose, sometimes too tight. The teacher shared to this student many different ways, but that person never get. And he don't know how to meditate. So we have that many people has problems. Some says, I meditate, it's tired, everything is like, blooming, or like eyes, you too tight, then you see all different colors. So some people then misunderstand that thing. I get some special experience, but there are not really special experience, but you're too tight. So that's why, you know, like blinking, like different kind of color come to your eye. And some people, when try to meditate, always fall asleep. You know, don't know how to really go into balance, into the concentration, mind, you know, relax. Just go for sleep or go follow the thoughts. So actually, we always follow these two extremes all the time, right? We think about ourselves. We just follow always these two extremes. So meditation means need a balance. Then this person, he never get how to meditate. He didn't understand it because he following these two extremes. Then that teacher told him we have to go to see Buddha Shakyamuni. So then he take to that person see Buddha Shakyamuni. So ask Buddha. So I shared the meditation teaching to him, but he don't know how to practice. I cannot share him. I apply my method. Everything finish. So I don't know how to, you know, take care or share the teaching to him. Please help him. So then Buddha Shakyamuni asked him one question. Do you know how to, you know, like flute, right? Flute, I think flute, play flute. The Buddha said, do you know how to play flute? He said, yeah, I'm professional. So then how you do? You go too extreme or just you go balance? He said, cannot be too tight, cannot be too loose. And then Buddha said, okay, when you meditate, you cannot be too tight, you cannot be too loose. When you meditate, you need balance. So then he right away he get. So same, you know, everything need a balance. If I use this one too tight, no song, see? It's very unpleasant song, right? You don't want to hear this. See? Okay, it's too tight. And too loose, then I cannot hold, it's falling to the hand. Then this is going to broken. So need a balance. See? Song comes. Calling the all enlightenment beings. So perfect song arising. Okay, so that's the balance. When you meditate, we cannot be too tight, we cannot be too loose. But this instruction is for guide for specific individually. You know, someone has fogginess, lethargy, dullness, they need to tighten up. Someone has too much, agitation, overstay warming, or something going on, too much thoughts, need to relax. So generally, we have to go to balance. And then when we starting meditate, engaging path is tight up. Into meditate, relax. So that's you have to know like which one we have to apply due to individual nature and constitution. Then meditation beyond reference focal points. A person with predominantly earth element constitution will tend towards lethargy and dullness and thus may have trouble with the clarity of awareness. So this, instruction, we know which part of belong to, we are category, Some person with a dominant, which element is dominant for our body. If earth element is dominant your body, then you have more lethargy. Your mind is more dullness. So when you meditate, very hard to concentration. And then if we have this problem, our element, earth element is strong than other element, wind element, then we have to create a concentration, okay? Tight up when you meditate, practice. Focus on more concentration. Meditation beyond reference focal point is here a person with a predominant wind element constitution will tend towards monkey mind. So when element is strong, then we are monkey mind. You know, I am part of that too. So, you know, monkey mind is always thinking and thoughts, cannot stop. Even you meditate, like easily go to follow the thoughts. But that's the reason we need, you know, the focus object, breath. We need support. We're tend towards the monkey mind and excitation and overstimulation. So then so much thoughts going on. He or she should focus more relaxation. So then we have to more relax. So this means like we have a wing element is more strong than, you know, earth elements. That's why we have to more relax. Meditation beyond reference focal point, we have to do not understand the key points of balance, the extremes of lethargy and overstimulation. We run the risk of meditating incorrectly. So if we don't know how to apply this method, then we always get, you know, see meditations run to the risk of meditating incorrectly. We have to know how to bring this method when we meditate. So I share with you already lots. You know, meditation is not that difficult in the heart. Very easy to you know, focus with object, focus with breath. But very hard to maintaining meditation, and also very hard to remove our this the obstacle, we can say obstacle, or this different kind of experience arising. Then we don't know how to solve that problem. So that is the hardest one. And then when you meditate, always, you know, long as you get meditate good, you get experience. That's the reality. If you don't meditate, you don't get any experience, right? If you get, you do really correctly, you know, practice meditate, you get experience according to your meditation level. So if you stay home, you don't see anything, but you drive the car outside, you journey on the road, then you can see house, you know, trees, you can see the beautiful mountains, park, and the lake, and the different kind, you know, you can see. If you don't go, you don't see anything. Yeah? Same, you know, when long as you meditate, you have different kind of experience come arising. That experience all is don't know exactly, just because the individual has a different, we already talked, constitution, I think the word is, you know, due to our different elements, vein, channel, all this, you know, some has a very sensitive open, some is very hard to, you know, fear and recognize. So that's why also everything is followed by individual experience. Whatever experience arise, the point is no fixation, no attach, you know, and no grasping to that, and no hatred to that. You know, the point is whatever arise, you get experience, have let go. You know, keep maintaining your journey and meditate. Otherwise, you think about your journey on the road, you see the beautiful house, then you attach to that house, you're not going to journey, you say, oh, I want to stay in this house. You stuck there. Yeah, you see, but you don't hold that house. You see the beautiful trees, lakes, mountains, you don't stop. You know, otherwise you cannot get your destination. Same, you know, when you meditate, practice, whatever, you know, positive feeling, negative feeling arising, just all is let go. That's the just key of the instruction. Generally, when we share the meditation, and generally meditation instructions talk about three most, you know, key or most important experience arising for meditators. The Tonsar, Tonyam, Denyam, Sanyam, Tonyam, Denyam, Sanyam. Okay, so first one is called Sanyam. Sanyam, it means is when you meditate, you know, your mind is very clear, present, then no any thoughts. So due to that, your feeling is like kind of a very clear, bright. So kind of like 100 suns shining, same feeling, clear, you know, very clear, bright. That kind of experience arising during the meditation. So the instructions say you cannot attach to that, you cannot hatred to that. That is good, but just let go. You know, that's called the clarity experience. Then Danyam is you can have another experience is like really joy, very happy, and some people, you know, due to the element, they like to laughing, you know, and cannot stop, I think. So that kind of, you know, experience arising, but have to just let go and no need to attach to that, no hatred to, and just let go and maintain and focus your meditation and practice. That experience is no good, no bad. So just have to let go. Yeah, it's called the Danyam. It's like you have joy and happy and like to laughing, maybe like to dancing, like to singing. That kind of, you know, experience arise. That time also, meditators need to care for because other people think is you are crazy. So, but not everyone having that one. Some people due to the element, you know, having that too. But that is good, but nothing special realization. Okay, the point is no realization. Some people think I get realized Mahamudra. That is wrong. That's no Mahamudra. So it's good path, but you didn't get destination. Still you are on the road. So then third one is called Tunyam, is you fear everything's empty. You fear nothing is exist. Sometimes you fear is really scared and fears arising to your mind. That's also good, but not realization still. Okay, so many people think I realize emptiness. No, that is not realized emptiness. Some people saying there is I realize Mahamudra, but that is not still Mahamudra. But you have that experience. So it's your meditations go along the right path. Because the meditation practice affected to your self-grasping. That's why you have fears. That's the reason you fears everything is losing. Sometimes like fear everything is empty. That bring you sadness too. Some people get very sad and unpleasant, unhappy feeling arising. There cannot hatred to that. That is progress in your practice. So it's good some, but no realization. So we have to go through that experience. So I share with you, like already told you, if you are on the journey, you have to go through the different kind of experience on the road. You see many different kind, but you cannot attach to that. You cannot hatred to that. You just let go. That's the part of the practicing. And then they all experience this. I told you the 3 different level experience. You don't know everyone has this experience, but someone maybe couldn't have. We don't know. the generally meditators share these three experiences arising for the meditators. Yeah. So then individuals have the different experience. Maybe part of these three, what I share, part of that, but not exactly same as what we talked, but part of that, different kind of, you get experience, but part of these three included, I think, experience. So that's why when you meditate, different kind of experience arise is great, but not attached to that, no hatred, and just keep going, meditate, practice. That's all the instructions. So now we completely finish the level of this shamatha meditation instruction. Then afternoon we're going to more meditate, followed by this 5-part Mahamudra. And then you have any questions, we can discussion if afternoon. So I think time is finished. Almost finished, but not exactly finished. So it's okay, let go or in Asia is really late. So I think we stop here. Otherwise the translators are very tired. Then next week, so Saturday, I'm going to share with you another instruction. It's called offering body enlightenment. So the instruction is really powerful. It's also very crazy practice and powerful crazy practice. It's a very short teaching, and going to share through Saturday morning, 10 to 12. So we try to coordinate with Vietnamese Sangha and the Chinese Sangha. If translators available, so we give you the instruction or this the information share with you, send you by email. Thank you very much.